Today I am bringing you a vegan or vegetarian dish. This might be the one for you. I figure after 2 months of New Year weight loss resolution, people either on the downhill of their way to giving up or continue on their journey and need a new dish to spice up daily meal of fresh carrots and celery sticks. This dish involves a little effort, a block of tofu, some veggies, and noodles of your choice. Prepare your noodles as instructed. Here I have to soak my sweet potato noodles for a few minutes while I prepare my veggies. It looks weird, but I fell in love with this noodle since when I don't even remember. You have to be creative here. I have dried shiitake mushrooms in the pantry most of the times, so I often use them in surprise dishes like this when I have to look for a veggie to use. So they only need to soak for about 15 minutes. They are some stubborn mushrooms. They would not sink like I wanted them to, so I set a bowl on top of them. It isn't necessary. If you have all the times in the world to go to the grocery store to pick out all the veggies you want to cook, please do so. If not, you can give up if you have no patience for them. This tofu make it to my dish somehow. I am not sure if it was because I was thinking about, oh, I'm out of tofu and I need to restock. Or it was a dish that I didn't get to make last week. Tofu is very easy to pick. Look at the expiration date and make sure your cooking plan is added enough date before it expires. I am just kidding. I like soft or silken tofu, so I often opt for it. But it's your food. You get to pick what you want to eat. After all, that's the one reason anyone cooks at home, right? Drain and pat your tofu dry. Mine is silken and seems to have no extra liquid at all. But I still want to dry it out a little because I will be pan frying this and I don't want to have some split splash in my face with this hot oil. Hot man maybe, but not hot oil. Cut your tofu in strips for easy pan frying. You can have bigger chunks for easy to handle, but ultimate goal is to get them small enough to be coated with some flavors. Now, there's an art of choosing your veggies and cut them, but this is not the main purpose. My best creative idea is to pick what is left in the fridge or in my pantry. So here are some leftover celeries for some green colors. Cut them in any shape that will fit your mouth if you prefer not to bite. If you don't cut your veggies, then it will be very hard to judge when to throw in the next one. Plus, it will take a long time to cook. No idea why I cut my celery perpendicular to the grains. Maybe because I have a lot of teeth and they are pushing each other for attention. So the strings often get stuck in between my teeth if I cut them lengthwise. If you only have a couple of teeth that you would like to put them to use, then this is your chance to cut them lengthwise. My carrots are not organically grown, so I decided to peel them and cut them up in exactly 3.175 millimeter, which is equivalent to 0.125 inch or 1/8 of an inch. A good tool to use is a measuring ruler, or if you're cooking for yourself, you can just thinly slice them up however you want. The idea is to make sure they are cooked fast. When you're done playing with the shape and size of your veggies, then move on to work with a few garlic cloves. I'm not going to show you the shaky trick because I don't want to wash an extra bowl or two to just peel a couple of garlics. I'd rather smash them and then peel them if I need some. They need to stay in the shell and keep themselves fresh for me. If I need to use a big batch of garlic, I would opt for already peeled garlic option. I gave them a couple of whacks before I peel, but that didn't make it to the show. It's part of being a mom, a chef, a YouTuber, and more. If you really need to know how to whack a garlic, please comment down below and let me know. If I have enough requests, I will do a video on how to whack a garlic just for you. Same thing here with the mincing action. Not sure how this one didn't make it to the show either, but same deal here. Comment down below for mincing garlic video from me. Okay, It's time to remove the mushroom. For me, wash a couple of times, drain, and cut into strips. Stir frying is fast and high heat, so I want everything ready for action. So I have to make my sauce ready before I turn on that heat. It's like a one-stop shop kind of deal for me. In a bowl, add a teaspoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, some black pepper. If you have mushroom sauce, use it. If you don't have it, don't use it. But add 3 tablespoons of sesame oil because you want to be nutty like me. You're welcome to try any oil that you like. After all, cooking at home is for you and you only until it tastes edible before you offer it to anyone else. Let's start heating up our wok with high heat. Add a few tablespoons of oil. I'm using canola oil here. We're going to add in the tofu. If you don't hear that sizzling sound, you are missing out all the good things. Lay your tofu in there and fry them until they're golden brown on both sides. That should take about 5 minutes on each side. Make sure you are using the best tool that you're comfortable with. I am using chopsticks to make sure I have some trust and confidence in myself. Remove the tofu when you're done and then let them sit for a few minutes to cool down. I don't need to tell you how often I burn myself for you to believe. Throw in your garlic for about 30 seconds. You're cooking with high heat, so always constantly kicking them around. If you use mushrooms, throw them in. I don't know why I throw in one at a time, but really you can just throw in the rest after the garlic part. That's the reason why I choose to cut my veggies exactly the same thickness. After a few minutes or so, let's say 5, your veggies should be wilted. In the meantime, while they're sizzling there, work on your tofu. Cut them up in any way you like. If you're lucky, your tofu might have been crumbled during the frying process. If you're not lucky like me, then cut them up about 1 inch or so. It doesn't really matter in my opinion. Transfer your tofu in with the rest of the other veggies and drizzling about half of that sauce. See, your tofu now looks just like other kinds of vegetables, like some weird mushroom almost. It's all be blended in. Transfer the veggies out to a bowl. I didn't soak the sweet potato long enough, so I added some water to make sure it's softened. This is the part of following the package to the T. Somehow I lost the package. This is one of the reasons I cook at home. Do it the way I like it. If you're at your mother-in-law or your mom's house, you'll get yelled at for doing the things your way. I told you to cook the noodle for 8 minutes and 59.314 seconds. Why didn't you listen to me? And then you have to explain to them that mistakes are good, lesson learned, or like you never made a mistake before. It's my chance to make a mistake. And then you get an earful of non-veggies screaming and yelling for the rest of your cooking time. And I can tell you that no amount of adult beverages will make your brain relax enough to hear nothing. So after you're done making your noodles as soft as mine, and add the rest of the sauce in with the noodles, throw in your cooked veggies. Mix them up and make it look mixed up. Yeah, like that. Then you're off the hook. Off heat and serve. You can eat off of the pot and serve it as is. I do think it looks awesome as a serving bowl with the handle, don't you? Your mother might not think so, but this is your house. Or if you're on a camera, consider a plate to make it look cool. And then devour it while it's hot to enjoy the softness of the noodle, the sweet and a little crunchy from the veggies, and soft tofu. Perfect combination of protein and fiber for your resolution journey. And you can slurp all you want at the comfort of your home. And here is the saucy part for the saucy lover out there. Just get about a half a teaspoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, some sesame oil. Yeah, I know I love sesame oil. It's so nutty. And some spices of your choice like chili powder or chili sauce or sriracha or fresh chili. You know what I'm talking about. And then dig in like you got nothing to lose but your weight. This is one of the tofu series I am sharing with a friend. If you're interested in other tofu dishes, don't forget to check out my playlist. That's it, guys. The plate is empty. You know what I mean. Nothing else I can show you but my pot belly. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Well, enjoy. Thumbs up if you like and subscribe for more. Bye bye.